All right, fans, welcome to Sports Night with Jorge once again. Thank you so much for joining in.
Sports Nights with Jorge.
All right, guys, welcome to Sports Night with Jorge once again. I'm trying to get this situated and working. Hopefully, I could get this done, guys. Uh, Oops, sorry there a second. Okay. Try to see if I can get this to go through, guys. Hopefully, it does. I'm sorry, I just came in late, but I'm right here today this morning. So we have a roster card projection. Hopefully, and I am going to give you my roster card prediction in a few minutes, anyhow. So give me a second, guys. I just came back from Chicago. I just put this out there. There's a lot of stuff that's going on with the 53-man roster for every team in the NFL. They got up to 4 o'clock this afternoon to cut the roster. Miami has, as you know, has let players out already, cut players already. So good morning to everyone. I know it's 11:55 here in Georgia, so hopefully you guys enjoying your Monday, Tuesday, and I'll be back to work tomorrow. So, as promised, I was going to tell you guys my actual roster for the team. So, trying to see if this is working, guys. That's all I'm doing. Just checking out, see if it's working. And if you guys can hear me out there, let me know. But I just started this chat before the 4 o'clock roster hit. So, and then I will give you my roster in a few minutes. My projection of the roster for the Miami Dolphins, and then there's going to be some changes. There are. I mean, right now there's one guy I had in my roster, and he got cut, and that was Mike Hilton. Uh, but I'm going to start with my roster in a few minutes. Hope you guys could join the chat. Listen, it's going to be an interesting year for the Miami Dolphins, guys. I'm excited. I can't wait for this team. I know there's a downside with teams doubting this team because of the injuries they have. And listen, everybody has injuries. And like I said, all teams by 4 o'clock this afternoon have to turn in their roster to 53, cut it to 53. So, but I'm going to give you my projection. It could change, but this is what I was seeing. And one thing already changed from my projection because I took the time on my vacation and analyzed this team roster. So, but anyhow, those that have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's going to be a fun year for the Miami Dolphins. Working a lot of stuff here today. I did change my background as I promised to. I was going to change the background. I finally found a banner that has all my actual team in it. So I'm actual whole year of Dolphins from 1966 all the way up to now, their logo. So, but anyhow, let me start by saying, get ready for a great season, guys. The first two games for the Dolphins probably will give them a little bit of edge of players that are injured, that are not playing actually in the team right now because due to injury. Jalen Wright, we don't know. He's probably week to week. Uh, Devontae A-Chain, Devon is also injured. I mean, what else can you say about this team? The injury has been piling up since training camp, and Now we got to focus on Ollie. Ollie will be probably the starting running back for us. So my concern, once again, offensive line, the right side. Listen, I'm going to give you my prediction. I won't say prediction. I'm going to give you my projection for the roster in a few minutes. But you could join the chat. Any questions, anything you're going to be asked, let me know. You know, it's wide open here, and we're going to talk about the Miami Dolphins. And let me give you my actual prediction here that I got, or projection. Hopefully, you guys can see it on the screen. All right, here's my actually quarterbacks. Sure, we know it's Tua Tagovailoa, Zach Wilson, Quinn Ewers or Edwards, whatever they call it. I predict that he should be the second to Tua because he have a better, preseason than Zach Wilson. But that's okay. They're gonna go with a veteran, so we'll see Zach Wilson. At running backs, Devon A. Chain, Ollie Gordon the second, Jalen Wright, Alec Inglow. I mean that's the fullback. I mean that's what I see for now. I would like to have a couple of guys they waived, they let go, they cut. Hope they can sign them back. It'll be help the team. Boone had a good, even though they had less playing time on preseason. Boone and the other guy, I mean, he did a great job. A 7.7 average run, 7 carries. So listen, we got to give a guy a chance, in the NFL. So then you also have the tight ends, Darren Waller. Fallon Brown was cut, so he was cut. Julian Hill, so I think Tanner Connor made the team. So that's another thing I predicted. So Connor, looking at tight ends, I think Tanner Connor made the team. Once again, some of these players could be added to the practice squad. Tough decision to make, especially when you get into the cuts, the NFL cuts. All right, then the offensive line, I do have Patrick Paul, Jonah, Aaron Brewer, our center, James Daniel, Austin Jackson, of course, coming back from injury, should be ready for the Colts game. Brendan Davis, Josh Pretty, and Larry Bodum. Now, Josh, I don't know if he's going to make it. That's a big iffy. I think Daniel Brunskill and Keon Smith could do it, even though they struggle in preseason in a couple of games. So that's going to be something to watch on the offensive line, and that's what I'm worried to protect Tua Tagovailoa. And that's what we need. We need protection for Tua Tagovailoa. We don't have no protection. We're into you can say a major problem if you want to say that, because you need to protect Tua. So all right, so I'm gonna go to my defensive side, guys. And defense, a lot of surprises I see. I really do I see a lot of surprises. So here's my defensive side. This is something that quite sure is going to be probably pretty good for this team. Probably, I think, excellent. Probably top five defense. To be honest with you, you got defensive line. I got six of them: Zach Sealer, Kenneth Grant, Benito Jones, Jordan Phillip, Matt Dickerson, Sick Beegers. Great player. Show a lot in preseason. Linebackers, got Jalen Phillip, Bradley Chubbs, Chop Robinson, Jordan Brooks, Tyler Dobson, KG Britz, Willie Gay Jr., Matt Judon, Darren McClendon, Grayson Murphy. Man, they're loaded when it comes to that part. I mean, I would not be surprised. To be honest with you guys, I would not be surprised. This is just a good thing for the Dolphins. I mean, it's just they're actually a defense, man. They're solid all the way around. They're solid all the way around. You can't say nothing more to that team. I mean, it's just they're gonna be a hard to beat. Okay, then you have the cornerbacks. Okay, the cornerbacks: Storm Duck, Jack Jones, Jason Marshall Jr., Kendall Sheffield, and then Mike Hilton, which got cut. Now, if you tell me I'd rather have Mike Hilton than Kendall Sheffield, but then looking at this team in that part, even though they signed a cornerback today, a veteran cornerback that I mentioned earlier on my shorts from the Buffalo Bills, Douglas, it's just adding depth to the position. Now, is he going to be good enough? We just don't know, guys. But whatever helps in his team. Safety, okay, you got Mika Fitzpatrick, Elijah Campbell, and Fanadu Malafu. Austin Davis, of course, he's injured. Dante Trader Jr. Some of these players would not affect the roster because they're going to go back to the IR, and it doesn't count to the 53-man roster that will help the actual team. Then we have Jason Sanders, Jake Bailey, and Joe Cardona, our snapper. Now, Jason Sanders suffered a setback in the last preseason game. He'll be out 3 to 4 weeks, according to McDaniel. I was looking at his press. It's going to get difficult, guys. There's some tough decisions when it comes to this roster. The cut's going to be brutal, and that's for every NFL team, guys. That's not only for the Miami Dolphins. I mean, when you make these cuts, you're actually sacrificing sometimes some of the positions that you need in your team. But listen, we got to keep it up as Dolphin fans. We got to stay positive, remain positive. There's a lot of surprises coming today at 4:00. Hopefully, you guys could actually wait to see what happens, and then I will give you guys my actual prediction for the season. So hopefully, let's see how that goes. With the roster, I would know better what the team really is about. Okay, right now on the defensive side that I just brought up, listen, I feel okay. I feel comfortable on the defensive side. The only part I don't feel comfortable is the offensive side. It's the side to protect Tua Tagovailoa. That's the only one I'm worried about, guys. You got to protect Tua Tagovailoa. If you don't protect Tua, you in for a rude awakening. I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm being honest, straight. This is something that we have to address beginning in 2 weeks as we open up with the Colts. I am worried. Oh, by the way, hello, Carlos. Thank you for joining in. We're talking Dolphin roster. My projection for the roster. I'll show it up again the screen in a few minutes. But there's some changes already. There's more cuts coming up. Actually, this afternoon, we will get a full detail of who Miami kept, who went to the IR. Remember, after all these cuts, Dolphins could pick up players from the waiver wire that can help this team, and I believe they can do that. So it's something just to watch, guys. Something to watch. I just came live for a second. I know it's 12, it's lunchtime, and everybody's in their lunch break. But this is things that we have to be concerned about from this ball club. I remain positive. I think we have a good team. I think they will play together. I think there's a culture there that McDaniel and Greer has built. The only thing I do see also, they going young. Even though they signed Douglas today, the cornerback from the Buffalo Bills, for $3 million, 1 year, $3 million. And that's the thing that's hurting Miami also, the cap space, the money, to bring in players to help this team. But once again, We just have to wait and see. We can, if we could sit here and predict the future, that'd be amazing. But we can't do that. But this team is solid, man. This team is going to be good. There's a lot of downside. People are just downsiding the team and saying they're not good enough and all that. I'm not going to get into that. I think Miami will surprise the AFC East. I think it's an open, probably division of all the divisions. Besides, uh, Tampa on the Tampa division, I see a lot of team there also that could happen. I mean, anything could happen on that division too. So, but listen, I'm ready. I'm excited for the season. Like I said, I came back from Chicago yesterday afternoon and a little tired, but I made it. Thank God for that. To get back into my sports, get back into my team, the Miami Dolphins, and all your local teams that you guys have here. I look at the Steeler roster. I look at the Bengals roster. I look at every team roster. Uh, we just don't know until it's actually official. Some team has been cutting a lot of players already lately. Looking at the NFL Network roster list, I mean, you got Buffalo Bills. All these teams already cutting players, but today will be the final cut at 4 o'clock, and we should know actually what roster the Miami Dolphins will carry. I'm hoping that they make a good decision. It's going to be a tough decision because we have great players. One guy that I hope he makes it is that I didn't talk about on the offensive side, which you guys going to agree with me is uh, Theo Weiss Jr. Uh, Listen, I think this guy could be picked up by any NFL team. If he's not available, he could sign back with the Dolphins in the practice squad. And but the waiver wires are going to be wide open, guys. That's going to be wide open. That's something I'm going to say that teams are going to go out there and start uh, taking away from, which that happens. Unfortunately, that's part of football. When that happens, you release a player, you can't sign them. You're only allowed to have 53 in your roster, and yeah, you're going to lose a lot of good players. That happens. That happens. But yeah, that's one of the thing that I'm actually worried about for the Miami Dolphins right now. They got good players, and unfortunately, you know, things has to happen. But anyhow, I'm happy to be back. It was a great trip, fine trip in Chicago, spending with the family, and I'm getting back to football now. Hopefully, our season start in a bright spot. I'm bringing up also a new scoreboard coming up too. Aquavale helped me out with that. Great scoreboard. I had to upgrade it down the road later on, but it's a great scoreboard. It's live. We have, you will have the Dolphins when they score a touchdown with the opponent. I mean, it's pretty good scoreboard. Changing things around. You see my background already. I already changed my background. I have Dan Marino right behind me. Picture of Tyreek Hill, and try to change things around little by little. Hopefully, make this better. So I know Carlos is a Dallas Cowboys fan, so hopefully Dallas will have a good season this year. Don't know about that. Uh, they haven't signed their players either, so let's see what happens. You good, buddy? You good? Yeah, I just walk in and gave him my roster projection. I'll show it to you on the screen in a few minutes. Things has changed since we done this, so hopefully, and I'll give you my that's my offensive sign, Aquavale. That is my projection. My quarterbacks, if you do see it too, Tangavaloa, Zach Wilson, which I don't agree, Zach Wilson being the backup from Tua, but unfortunately, it's what it is, buddy. And you have Quinn's the rookie. Running back, Devon A. Chain hurt. Ollie Gordon would start. Jalen Wright hurt. Alec Inglow, the concussion protocol. Hopefully he'll be back. Receiver Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Malik Washington, the one we talk about, the two Washington brothers, Nick Westbrook, D. Eckridge. I mean, I see this. The only guy I see real bad that's outside looking in, it's Theo Wiz Jr. Man, he had a great preseason. Yeah, it looks good. It looks look the tight end. Yeah, we lost Farrah Brown, so it's going to be Darren Walker, Tanner Connor, and Julian Hill. But that's who I had before. Not too crazy with Julian Hill, but and then the offensive line, as you see, Patrick Jonah, Aaron Brewer, James Daniel, Austin Jackson, Brendan Davis, Josh Pretty, and Larry Brown. Now, I did had, believe it or not, I did have Brunskill in there, but don't know if he's going to make it. Then I'll show you my offensive line. I mean, my defensive line, which we have no problem with defense. And this is my defense here. The only one I don't like right now is Mike Hilton on the cornerbacks. Yeah, me too. That's a good question, man. Don't know what they did with Farrah Brown. I don't know what they saw. Maybe his. I mean, I think he was the best blocking tight end. To be honest with you, don't know what happened there. That's a good question. But here's a good thing. You waive him, but here comes the waiver wire. Nobody picks him up, which I think somebody will. Then you go back to your practice squad, which I don't like that because they can still sign from your practice squad, but you could come back and join the team. Now, defensive linemen, as you see here, Zach Sealer, Kenneth Grant, Benito Jones, Jordan Phillip, Mac Dickerson, and Zeke Biggers, which I think had a great preseason also, and camp also. So linebackers, well loaded. Yeah, that's I had Mike Hilton, man, and he was dropped, and they got Rashad Douglas. That's what I imagine. I mean, I know he's a nickel quarterback, but I guess they didn't like him against the pass. But yeah, I seen Douglas sign. I put a short there this morning about it. Hopefully, hopefully it makes a difference, man. And then as you see, as safety, man, we're Mika Fitzpatrick, Alaya Campbell, and Fonanu, of course, Anthony Davis, who's on the injuries list. Then Dante Trader Jr. I mean, that was my prediction. There's already some changes, and of course, special teams. Jason Sander gone for what 3 or 4 weeks. We got to get a kicker somewhere, so we probably will from the waiver wire once all this is said and done at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Once this is done, but that is my actual projection. Not bad, not good either, but hey, things happen, buddy. We're not perfect. So just wait and see. Oh, we got to 4 o'clock this afternoon. I believe there'll be more surprises. I'm just worried on the right side of the offensive line. That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, Bonner. I think he'll make the team. I think he's gonna be probably in the IR. So that's gonna happen. The good thing about the IR and of course we have don't forget we have our best player in the ball club, Ian Eigenberg. I would say that joking. He's in a pup list, so he cannot return until what week 4, week 5 of the game of the NFL. So, but yeah, I think he makes the roster. Yeah, Sheffield might be out. My only concern, to be honest with you, is actually their injuries. I mean, you're gonna start the injuries. I mean, your first game already with injured player. Your first game against Indianapolis. The good thing is we have Indy and New England, two capable teams to beat at the beginning of the season. Then we take it from there. It gets a little tough with the Jets and Buffalo. So, I mean, because if you look at it, we start what three of the or four games are division games, divisional games. That's gonna be tough. Yeah, you're right. The future Hall of Famer. Listen, I don't know how long this Dolphin team is gonna keep that guy, but unfortunately, it's because of the injuries. Now he's injured, and I believe Austin Jackson should be back against the Colts. So, but if you haven't checked my background, I did change my background. So as you see, I got Dan Marino, and on this side, I got a new helmet there, a couple of helmets. I got my new cap from there from Chicago. So, of course, my Dolphin T-shirt. Why not? We're fans, right? So, but yeah, it's gonna get interesting, man. It's gonna get interesting. This is the season that I think Miami will surprise. I think so. I'm staying positive, man. I think they're gonna surprise a lot of teams. Now, what Greer could do in the waiver wire, man, don't be surprised. I know we need a kicker, that's for sure, for the beginning of the season. Yeah, I mean, I try the best I can. I mean, this is just a room that I'm in, but I'm planning to change the studio room into where I have before. I mean, I do have a lot of dolphin stuff, believe it or not. I want to go ahead and change some stuff here, but I want to make it less crowded. Just keep it plain and simple. Now I still got my thing around me. I don't have it today. I'm gonna change that too. But I love the scoreboard, man. That was a great thing. That I appreciate that. I love that. That scoreboard really. To be honest, with you, last night I was going to bed. I was playing with it, and it have a lot of good features, especially when you add the pro one. So yeah, well, I like your background too. I like your towel. I like your stuff you have too, and your duck, storm duck. That's what I'm gonna call him now, storm duck. That's what I'm gonna call your ducky, storm duck. I know Dirk would like that. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna buy a dolphin helmet, the big helmet, but then I asked myself, where am I gonna put this helmet? I mean, because you don't see it, but I got a mess behind me, and I mean, I gotta fix all this. I'm working on this today. I got a new mixer. I gotta put in. I haven't put in. This is just direct from the computer, from the actual laptop. This is the laptop section, and the other side is my other computer where I get all the scoreboards and all the updates and all that stuff. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff to work on. To be honest with you, I mean, it's a lot. It'll get better and better. I just take time before the season, and then I got one week before I do my predictions. So yeah, listen. That storm. If I was you, I'd get that storm duck jersey and put it on, man, on the little duck you have in the back. That'd be nice. I bet you that'll be inside. They'll probably excite Dirk. He'll be like happy. Say, "Oh my God, you got a storm duck on your Ashley duck. That'd be awesome, guy. That'd be awesome. That'd be nice." And like I said, I just can't wait till 4 o'clock see what happens, man, on these roster cuts. I'll be honest with you. Well, you know what? You're right. You're right. You could, you know, I was thinking about it. You could put that Zach Tomlin jersey on the duck and the helmet. Yeah. Well, we gotta help each other, man. I'm trying to tell everybody that we have a great, with the small creators. Most of my subscribers, let's be honest, I tell you, it's not football to be honest with you. It's for my short videos. But I appreciate you and Dirk, which Ace per head. If you seen that channel too, it's called Ace per head. He also have a great Curtis. He has a great channel. I haven't talked to him in a while. What you got? Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm telling you, if you get that duck and you put a great uniform on that duck or a t-shirt, dolphin t-shirt, it doesn't matter, man. Imagine a duck jersey. That'd be nice, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been watching since I came back. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been tired. I've been trying to catch up also to all the subscribers that I can to watch and give them support. It's kind of hard to do, but hey, how you doing, Grace? How you doing? Thank you for coming in. I hope you have a nice Tuesday. As you see, I'm back from Chicago, so hopefully I'll go back to work tomorrow, and hopefully I can get back on track. But thank you for joining in. Me too. I'm happy to see you. I've been seeing your on vacation. I was seeing your channel, a couple of channels you sent. I've been sending and watching everybody. So hopefully I took the time to do that. Thank you. But yeah, man, the season is here, man. Couple of weeks away, and hopefully we can enjoy this. It's gonna be a great season. So, but yeah, I'm back. I'm back in full swing. And hey, listen, we gotta get together someday and go live and chat. All right, buddy. You enjoy your work, man. You have a nice day at work. You take care, man. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'll be here for a while. But thank you for joining in, man. And go Fins. Yeah, Dolphin fans, if you're out there, I just came stream live. My bad, I didn't put no notice out there, but I just put this out there because I'm happy to say that I'm back from Chicago. Great time, with vacation with the grandkids and everything. So, and my daughter and her husband, and we're back to work tomorrow. But listen, if you haven't checked the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit your thumbs up, hit the like. That's right, buddy. Fins up. And we're gonna work as a team. We're small creators, but we're gonna support one another. We're gonna help one another grow little by little, and that's what we want. Yeah, Aquaville has a great channel too. He's actually at work right now. He just left. He's at work. He's a great. He's also a dolphin and a gamer. Great guy. I met through chat. You got Dirk also. Frozen Fin. Football, like I say, is around the corner. It's gonna get busy. Uh, great people that join. You got also the Mad Greek. He has fins also. He does shorts. There's a lot of people that I'm meeting day by day. Try to get better on this. Sports is probably one of the hardest subject that you could get in. It's kind of hard. It's not easy. Uh, it just takes time. I tell everybody it takes time. So when I went live yesterday, it was amazing. When I went live yesterday, and when I came from Chicago, it's the most I ever had, like 177 views, and I appreciate people that view it. Uh, You got some Dolphins fans out there, and you got Dolphins that just don't like the Dolphins, but that's okay. You know, we just gotta love one another. That's the most important thing. So we are getting closer today. Like I say, by 4 o'clock, it's where every team has to cut the roster to 53. Uh, don't be surprised. There'll be a lot of shocking news out there. Players that will be cut. The good thing of that, guys, if any team needs a player to fulfill their positions, they go to the waiver wire and they can sign the player. My concern with the Miami Dolphins, let's be honest, is actually their salary cap money, how much they could spend so they could sign these players. We did sign one today, Douglas, for $3 million a year, a cornerback, which will help the Dolphin as a veteran because we need a veteran. I know Mike Hilton got cut, but I did like Mike Hilton. But I guess Miami went another route, and he got picked this morning. So, but anyhow, I'm here for a little while. I won't be here too long. Um, I got things to actually get caught up. Tomorrow it's my back to work day, and I tell you, my next thing I got is actually my prediction, my divisional prediction for every team. Hopefully, I'll get that done uh, by the weekend or by next week. Like I said, I'm just waiting for the rosters to players get cut and players get picked because that's what happens every time a roster cut happens. So, and I did. I already made my prediction, my roster cut prediction. I mean, a roster prediction for the Dolphins. There's two players that I don't see there. I'll see today if they're still there. Maybe not. But I saw some shocking thing that I did saw, and let's see what happens. That's all I can say. Let's see what happens. And listen, if you have not subscribed to the channel, man, check out Uncle Vale. Once again, he has a sport channel and he has the gaming channel. You got Frozen Finn, great guy. Uh, so thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be here for just for a while, but thank you for coming in, man. I really appreciate it. Like I said, little by little, we'll work this together. Helping every channel that I can. I try to watch all the watch time so they could, and I do watch the whole entire video. I'm on vacation. I went and took time and did a couple of that to help a lot of my, friends that they content creators and they're small channels, but they're growing and take it little by little. Sometimes it's difficult, especially in the sports now. Now, when you get sports, it's going to be hard because sports is actually every week. You got baseball going. Now you're going to have basketball coming up. You got college football coming up. And I mean, it's going to be busy, real busy. But if you haven't checked, I did get my roster prediction or projection, what you want to call it. Of course, it will change by today. This was my offensive side of the my roster. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Uh, that is my roster for the Miami Dolphins. Of course, things could change today after 4 o'clock. I don't think it's going to change on the offensive side as much as the defensive side, but we need help on the offensive line. So then I got my defensive side where you see it now, and this is my defensive side. One guy is already gone. It's Mike Hilton. But of course, we did sign today Douglas from the Buffalo Bills for a 1 year, $3 million. Will help the team. Thank you for the heart. I appreciate it. Uh, so, like I say, football is around the corner, guys. 2 more weeks, opening day. And listen, you just have to get ready, have fun. This is just to have fun. My concern on this roster is right here is Jason Sanders. We do have to sign a kicker. Unfortunately, Jason Sanders is out 4 to 5 weeks, according to McDaniel press when he was talking this morning. He said it is a tough decision for this team. There'll be players that will be no longer with the team, but what could happen? That's part of it, guys. That's part of it. That's sports. You win some, you lose some, right? So, but anyhow, I'm happy to be back, man, and I welcome all you guys that are here today. So, and listen, I miss all you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I went in there and on my time off, like I was saying, checking out everybody on my phone. Chicago was beautiful. It got colder as we were leaving. The weather, so thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. Uh, so listen, Chicago was beautiful. I sent some videos. I got some pictures. Hopefully, I got time to send it. Uh, Listen, you got to enjoy everything you do, every moment you do. If you love what you're doing, it's a great thing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys and girls. Thank you so much. Uh, when I started this channel last year, I only had one goal, and the goal that I had was to help others. And that's the most important thing. When you start this, it's supporting one another, it's helping one another. That is the main thing. Uh, some people do use this for a support, which I understand. You want to be monetized, you want to do so many things. But I always say this: if you don't put God first, you won't be able to move. And that's my opinion now. I don't want people to get offended here. I just said that in a good way. You're welcome. And that's important, guys. I mean, I do this because I love it. I have a passion of sports. But I do this because I love people. I do this because I like to help people. And that is very important across the board. It's a sport, it's an entertainment, and we're here to have fun. And that's all it is. And basically, I believe we're going to have a great year. Even though all the negativity you hear out there, but listen, we're going to have a great year. I think the Dolphins are going to surprise a lot of people. But I want to thank everybody that has joined the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your love and support. I can't do this without you guys, and I'm going to be honest. You got to be motivated. It's not hard to be in front of a camera. It's not hard to be, you know, you just got to have yourself, feel comfortable to do things. It doesn't matter. It's not going to be perfect. It's not. It's not going to be perfect. But you try your best, and that's the most important thing. Trying your best. You know, my sport knowledge is not as good as a lot of people out there have, but it's not about the sport knowledge. It's about your opinion, and everybody's opinion is going to be different. So, but listen, I'm happy what I do. I'm a Dolphin fan for years. I've been saying my story on my podcast. I spoke to other uh, sports podcaster who does a great job, has a great knowledge. Um, some people look at numbers. Some people don't look at numbers. Some people look at individual, and it happens. It just happens. It's part of sports. It is. But the most important thing, love one another, help one another, support one another. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. I try to keep it that way, man. I don't like bringing any players or anybody down just because they're a player. They're human. They make mistakes. We all make mistakes. At the end of the day, it's how you fix it, how you help each other, how you build each other up, and that's the most important thing. And that's what I bring in sports. Yeah, things in sports happen because it's part of sports, right? Because you got fans and fanatics. So yes, I agree with you with that. I agree, totally agree. You gotta love what you're doing. You gotta love it. And listen, mistakes are gonna happen, and this is where people get afraid when they make mistakes and they think they're not good enough. Listen, you are good enough. You are. This is where people think, hey, and listen, we can't look at numbers because numbers doesn't mean anything. It's just about yourself, and people don't enjoy what you do. Yeah, there's people out there that are not going to like everything they see, but listen, it's okay. We just move forward. It's all right. It's not the end of the world. We're not forcing anybody to watch anything you don't want to watch. Listen, it's a wide open thing. And I'm being honest and realistic to all my fans. I love my fans. I love my people. And that's the important thing. Then God said, love one another. We should be loving one another. There's no hatred here. There's nothing negative here. Everything stays positive through God first. Of course, some people hear that, they don't like it, and they exit the channel. But that's okay. That's okay. As long as I'm not changed, that's okay. But everybody's opinion is different. Everybody's opinion is very different, and I respect that. And totally, I've been doing this for a year now, and they asked me, George, why you haven't been monetized? Why people are not? It's okay. It's okay. I'm not into a race right now. I'm not going to a race. This what will come at God's will, not my will. So, and that's who I am. And you're right. Love is eternal. You're right. You know, supporting is one of the biggest thing in this world that we have to see right now. Supporting one another, loving one another. And I'm not going to talk about the world because we know what the world is. You know what's going on. But stay positive. That's the most important thing. And we tried to hey Elvis, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in the chat. Uh, I'm just telling everybody, just remain positive. Keep yourself, put him first. And that's the most important thing. You put him first and you see everything around you change. You're going to see how positive you're going to get. You're going to see the love of the people. You're going to see everything around you change because that's who he is. Now, yes, what is YouTube? Entertainment, social media. But it's how you keep it, how you produce it, how you say things, I will not have no arguments with none of my subscribers. Why? Because I respect everybody's opinion. Staying positive, like you said, Grace. I mean, that's exactly right. Staying positive. Believe in yourself. Help one another. Love one another. Sharing. Things that and sometimes people say, well, George, I'm not a sport person. That's okay. You don't have to be a sport person. You know, there's things that I watch on YouTube that I'm not that I don't like, that I'm not too familiar with, but that doesn't mean I can't support them. It doesn't mean I can't watch it. They're asking for support. They're asking for help. That's what we're here for, right? So, and listen, I lost a lot of subscribers. I'm not going to tell you down the road. People don't like to watch my channel. That's fine. Should I get mad? No. Why should I get mad? God will open doors someplace else. And that's the way I see it. And we got football season starting. And listen, I know it's going to pick up. I know it's going to be enjoyable. I know, I've been invited to a lot of podcasters already, and I appreciate that. Frozen Finn has invited me. He has a great channel, great positive guy, family man, a godly man. I got Aquavale, great kid, great podcaster. Then I got my sister that's here, Grace Travel, and Visa. I got everybody here, Sanjay, everybody that comes in because we're family. We're all one, and that's important. We have to remain as a family, as a whole unit, not as one individual. See, I talk about a lot in my program, and I'm going to say it now. Pride and ego. Pride and ego will ruin you. So, that's something that and you're right, Grace, you're right. You know, even though we have a commitment, but our commitment is with the guy up there. That's the number one thing. Now, listen, I'm not judging anybody. I'm not going to say here, hey, religion, I'm not doing that. Okay? I know my relationship. You guys know your own relationship with him. So, and I keep it at that way. I respect every individual. Yeah, it's a sport channel, but it's okay. It doesn't take me away to talk. There go my man, Finn Spin, the Mad Greek. Greeting, buddy. How's it going, man? If you missed it earlier, I'll show it to you. I did posted my actual roster projection, uh, but in a few minutes I will show it to you. But we gotta love one another. We gotta support one another, and that's important, man. That's is very important, guys. Okay, don't walk away from nothing. Just stay firm, man. Stay positive. Okay, this is the team, and I'm gonna go back to my team for a second, the Miami Dolphins, which why we're so good of talking bad about a individual or team. I'm not gonna do that, guys. I'm trying to remain positive as I can. Things happen because that's part of sports. The same thing happens in our life. So, I appreciate that. But anyhow, going back to what I was saying, once again, stay positive. Continue to stay positive. Don't let nothing else go across you because, listen, one thing about me, I brush everything off. I've been, I've been in a situation that I see people, and I always say what the Bible says. Sometimes we gotta turn the other cheek, right? Because you never know, right? And that's something that's hard to do nowadays. And you rather do that to avoid anything in life, man. Why? Because I love people. I do love people. I love my subscribers. I love my, and even though you don't subscribe, I still love you the same, regardless. So, but if you guys haven't not joined FinSpin, Mike Greek up, he also has a great. I love the way he talks. I love the way he brings stuff to his shorts and his channel. He also has a small channel, but listen, let's help him out. He is amazing too, guys. There's a lot of podcasts out there that, you know, if we could just help one another and I know we can, it just takes time. And like I said, some people don't like sports. I'm okay with it. So it's a great channel. It's a great but let me show give me a second. I show FinSpin my prediction here. Uh the Mac Greek. Okay, here we go. Here's what my projection, but of course it has changed because what's happened. Here it is, FinSpin, the Mad Greek, my man. Love this guy. Amen. So here are my quarterbacks once again, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Tua Tagovailoa, Zach Wilson, Quinn Ewers, running back Devon A. Chain, Ali Gordon second, Jalen Wright, Alec Inglow fullback. Yes, I agree with you. Everyone should have a chance. Then we have wide receiver Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Malik Washington, Nick Westbrook, Tyke Washington, D. Akridge. Tight end Darren Waller, of course. Farrell Brown is gone. Julian Hill, so Tanner Connor is his place. Then you got Patrick Paul, Jonah Savanaya, Aaron Brewer, James Daniel, Austin Jackson, Braden Davis, Joe Pretty, and Larry Burrow. One guy that you might see that I didn't put there, it's going to be probably Brunskill if he made it. I doubt he did, but that's one of them. And that is my offensive projection. Now, of course, that's changed because of the today cut at 4 o'clock. We should know the rest. Then here's my defensive side of my projection. There's already a change. If you see a cornerback, Mike Hilton is gone, but we did sign Douglas this morning, and this afternoon we should know the actual 53-man roster. There's my defensive line: Zach Sealer, Kenneth Grant, Benito Jones, Jordan Phillip, Matt Dickerson, Zeke Biggers. I love that. Linebacker: Jalen Phillip, Bradley Chubb. Thank you so much. Just be careful driving. Cornerbacks: Storm Duck, Jack Jones, Jason Marshall, Kendall Sheffield might not make it. Mike Hilton was cut. Thank you so much. And the safety, we have Mika Fitzpatrick, Elijah Campbell, in Fanadu Malafu. Atten Davis, I think he's on injured reserve. Dante Trey Jr. And of course, special team, Jason Sander out for 3 to 4 weeks, according to Mike McDaniel Press. Jake Bailey, our punter, and Joe Cardona, our snapper. That's who I got. Finn Spin, the Mad Greek. Yes, but I'm hearing that Rushi will not make the team. I hope he does, man. I'd rather have him. I really do. I really do. I'm not too crazy with the Waller either, man. I don't know why. I am not. I'd rather give Rushi a chance than anything else. Great blocking tight end, by the way. So, but those were my actual prediction or projection. Then next week or this Friday, I will work on, after the 53-man roster, my prediction for each division, which I'm going to do all the division, but I do have the Dolphins on top there. So it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, we got to 4 o'clock today. It's going to be 1 o'clock here. So we got 3 hours before these rosters are cut to 53. And hopefully, we have our team for 2025. And I'm going to say ahead of time, before I change anything else, this team is going to surprise the NFL. I do believe so. My only concern, I'm going to say it again, the right side of this offensive line. That's it. I know Austin Jackson should be back for the Colts game. I know Ollie will start as running back because A-Chain is not healthy yet, according to what I'm hearing now. And also Jaden Wright will be out to further detail what's going to happen. I would like to sign back a running back. Now remember, the waiver wire starts after these cuts are done. The team could fill the roster from the waiver wire. And that could be a good plus from, I see McDaniels and Greer, especially Greer. Pull a rabbit out of a hat, and make a trade here or. But I'm excited. I'm excited already for the 2025 season. I'm real happy. I can't wait for the Dolphins. The first 2 games I think is going to be crucial for the Dolphins. Why? Because they play the Colts and they play the New England Patriots. And remember, they played three of the 4 games are divisional games. So something to watch. This is where they could come out on a fast start and take care of the AFC East division. Even though it's early, it's real early. But once again, I want to thank everybody that have joined the chat. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much, man. You guys are very, very knowledgeable, very understanding. You guys are a great, great individual. I'm happy to have you guys as my subscriber. And not only that, if you haven't subscribed yet, that's fine. I love you the same regardless. That's who I am, guys and girls. That's who I am. It's about having fun, sharing your opinion, and listen, everything remains positive. No negativity. Thank God I don't work for ESPN, do I? Wow. I did have something a while back, if you guys haven't seen, about podcaster mocking the Dolphins. And listen, not taking anything away. I respect everybody's opinion. Thank you so much. I listen. Thank you. I appreciate what you do. I really do. And check her channel too, man. Grace Travel and Visa Requirement. This is a great channel also for travel and all the information you need to know. She has it all. I've been watching her since day one when I got here, and I was looking at it, and we connected. Listen, community connection is very important, guys. Too get connected. That's very important. But yeah, I'm gonna have a probably on the weekend. I'm gonna see if I could go live, and I'm gonna have probably sports subscribers or non-sports subscribers, whatever. Let me know your team. Let me know your opinion. How do you feel after this 53-man roster cut starts this afternoon, and every team is settled? What do you see in your team? It's kind of hard. I'm not gonna tell you it's easy. There'll be players cut. There are great players. There'll be veteran players cut that could help other teams, and that is a plus. It could happen. Who knows? As everybody fulfill their roster for the upcoming season, which is around the corner. What, 2 weeks away now for the season? Oh, you're good. You're good, man. You're good. You're good. Listen, when I was in Chicago, we had Wi-Fi vision in the hotel, which is I was shocked. One hotel you had to log in. One hotel you don't have to log in. It just which is kind of weird, and it was going on and off. That's why I couldn't take that much, pictures and videos. I mean, picture I took, but videos it was kind of difficult. Even down the area, and mine is wide open. I mean, I have Wi-Fi and everything, but then we had bad weather here when we got here, and then we got colder weather. We left when we got to Chicago. It was hot. We left cold. Then we got to Georgia. It got a little cooler today. Not bad in the 60s. It's not bad weather. I enjoy it, so I can't complain. So, but thank you so much for the hearts, and thank you so much for everything, guys. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm gonna be here for a little more while and enjoying this. Try to get this back on track. If you guys didn't check my background, I did check. I changed my background. Yeah, that's true too. I seen that too. You're right. You're right about that. Uh, I tried to not open everything. I did made a video from the hotel, a short video. I think it was Sunday. It was Sunday or Saturday. Can't recall because I was so busy with my grandson. He had me crazy. My grandson had me going, but we had so much fun with him. My God, love that kid. He is amazing. He has the most beautiful smile that I could imagine of that kid. My God, I imagine I'm 58. You guys see me crawling through the floor. That was so funny. That was so funny. Yeah, Wi-Fi hacker, you got to be careful. Yeah, this background that I did here, I changed it. I had dolphins, actually big pictures, and I took out my old Dan Marino. I got Tariq Hill. I got my banner from 1966 all the way to now. Every year of the Dolphins helmet change. It's pretty neat. I got that in Chicago. Of course, I got my logo, which is not lit up with my dolphin logo. So then my wife got me this one here, which is pretty neat. This was spin. She got me that for, and we're planning to go to a dolphin game this year in Atlanta. Hopefully, take her with me. But I'm still working. I'm still working on my studio. I got some things to work on, and I also got a new scoreboard, which Aqua Veil helped me with that today. Be sure you also subscribe to his channel. Aqua Veil helped me when I was in Chicago a new scoreboard you can add to your screen, and it's pretty nice. And it gives you the live scores and everything. And when the Dolphins score a touchdown, the touchdown will come out. It's pretty nice, pretty nice. And I'll add this to my channel once the season starts. Thank you so much. Yeah, try to keep it. Those are my collector's items. I got one with a Coach Don Shula, which is signed. I don't have the card with me, but it's here somewhere. I got cards. I got a lot of players that have signed. This is actual my official channel logo, SNJ. I made this. They made this for me, and I know Matt Grease gonna like this one. This is a helmet from the Dolphins, and it's signed by Zach. Let's see it this way, by Zach Thomas, the Hall of Famer, and Lewis Oliver. Remember Lewis Oliver, our safety? This is something that I want to put in a cap treasure thing so I could keep it. But yep, Zach Thomas. That was his rookie year as a Miami Dolphins when I went down to Florida to the camp to visit them. That was amazing, man. Zach Thomas, great linebacker. But those are good memories for me. Yeah, the studio is actually in a room, Grace, and hopefully I could change this. I'm gonna have to change it because it's like it's growing more, and I don't want it to grow more. I want to make it. Of course, see my helmets are in the back on this side. Let me see. Let me move this side. These are the helmets here. So hopefully I can move that. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on changing this. Hopefully, changing all this around. So yeah, I love the sports. I love my Dolphins. I can't complain, man. I've been a Dolphin fan since actually when I was born. Is when this team was actually came in existence, and I didn't see the Dolphins until I was 6 years old. That's when I became a Dolphin fan. The old little dolphin in the background in the pool. I say that story to one of the guys already. I don't know if I told the Mad Greek of Finn Spain. When my dad took me to a game when I was 6 years old, it was 1972. The undefeated Dolphins. The first thing I saw was a dolphin in a swimming pool. And I'm not gonna be honest with you, this is gonna make you laugh. I thought I was in a zoo. I said, my God, they got animals here. And then when I turned to I think it was my right or my left, I saw these big players with the dolphin on their helmets. Believe it or not, that was so funny. Thank you so much. A little hard work, but it's good. So, but yeah, man. I mean, if it wasn't for my dad, I probably wouldn't be a Dolphin fan. But that's how I became a Dolphin fan. Yeah, Flipper, remember? Yeah, yeah. When I saw that Dolphin in the end zone, and I said, wow. And that was the Orange Bowl, the old Orange Bowl. Yeah, that was the Orange Bowl. And when I saw that, then that's what I met. My God, Paul Waterfield, Larry Sonka, Bob Greasy. I mean, these players. And I'm going to tell you a true story. This is true. Okay. When I got older, I was 12 years old. Guess what I was doing? I was actually cleaning the stadium. We used to carry a blower at 12 years old. Okay. They had people to make, extra money to pay you there. Say, hey, can you clean the stadium? And it's funny, we're cleaning the Orange Bowl because after a University of Miami Hurricane game, which, by the way, that's another story to say, we cleaned that night. We were 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, cleaning the whole stadium so the Dolphins could play on Sunday. That was amazing. And that's when I met Jimmy Cephalo, Joe Rose, Dan Marino. Oh, my gosh. Jim Jensen. Remember Jim Jensen? David Woodley, Don Shula. We could get in the field for free. The games were free back then because you would clean the stadium. It was nice. Come the next morning, next day after you clean up your whole stadium. I remember the San Diego Charger when they beat us in the playoffs. Oh my gosh, Don Strock, flea flicker to Tony Natham. Listen, brings back memories, man. Brings back memories. And this is where I try to tell Dolphin fans, we were a good team, and we still are. Those are the memories you got to bring back. I know we haven't won the Super Bowl in a while, but hey, who knows? Yes, we will. Amen. We will. And that's one thing I remember the good memories, and I thank God for that too. Because listen, I didn't know I was going to be a Dolphin fan until my dad took me there. Now my dad liked the Dodgers, he liked the Dolphins, but he was a Dodger fan. He was a Cub fan. He had a sports thing that he used to do and he used to like. So, but yeah, I miss all that. I really do. I miss all that. I can't complain. I miss all that. Now you get older, turn 58, and you look at those good memories, man. Thank God for that. Great memories. Oh, you're great. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining the chat. It's okay. It's fine. And listen, though, you gotta go to work. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's okay. No, there's no harsh in that, buddy. I thank you so much for coming in. Yeah, the game in the Orange Bowl are more compared to what you see now in the stadium, in the new stadium. The Orange Bowl was amazing. The Orange Bowl used to rock. Uh, the fans went wild, especially for a field goal. Not only touchdowns, field goals. I mean, it was fun, man. It was fun. I used to sit in the bleachers. I used to sit by the end zone sometimes. Sometimes I did sit in the 50-yard line. Uh, but I like to sit higher to see the whole field, the whole player, the whole play. And listen, man, I will not change that for the world. It was amazing. It was amazing. The Orange Bowl was, I mean, even the UM games, University of Miami games. I mean, Jim Kelly was our quarterback in the University of Miami, and of course, he ended up in Buffalo. So, oh no, you're welcome, man. Anytime. Thank you so much for you joining the chat, and have a safe day and a blessed day at work. And you take care. Uh, Listen, I'll be honest with you, man. I miss all that. I miss the Orange Bowl. I wish we had the Orange Bowl back, but they took it down and they changed it. So and of course the new owner built his own stadium. See, this is where people don't understand. When the owner care about his team, build his own stadium. Don't let the city didn't want to build, Hard Rock Cafe, which is called now the Hard Rock. The owner has done so much for this team, and people still criticize this owner. This is the owner that you say, hey, I need this player, no problem. Here's the paycheck, go get him. But now the owners in a couple last years had noticed, hey man, this is not good. Well, thank you so much. You have a blessed day too. Thank you for joining in. Take care now. Uh, there's things that just bring back memories, man. The old Orange Bowl was amazing. I will not change that for nothing either. The color, the stadium, the players, I mean, just when you walk into the Orange Bowl, it's like you were walking into history. It was amazing. Unfortunately, it's no longer there. I mean, I talked to my sister. I mean, a long time ago, they took that stadium down. I said, wow. But yeah, I go back to the Joe Robbies, the way Hanzinga. Remember that? Yeah. Yellow Rock was again was also a UN player. That was a beautiful stadium. It was a beautiful stadium. I remember how they used to paint the end zone when they get there in the morning, the grass and everything. That was natural grass. That was, oh my God, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I do got a picture somewhere around here that has the Orange Bowl on it, and it has Don Shula, the greatest coach of all time. Actually, Bill Belichick wanted to break that record, but he couldn't. Well, you're good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You're good. But yeah, man, this 2025 season, guys and girls, get ready. Miami Dolphins are going to bring a surprising team. I just can't wait for the critics like ESPN and all these. And I'm not talking bad about them. I just can't understand why reporters has to talk about bad about this team. I mean, I understand you wanna add wood to the fire, but listen, this team has gone through a lot. You know, the big word for this team is the if word. If Tua is healthy, if the offensive line is healthy. You know what? That's every team. Every team has an if on it. Why? Because we'll know now with the roster cut. And like I say, I see surprising things for this team. I really do, and I'm gonna stay positive. Um, I have a lot of people saying things, and I respect their opinion. I'm not saying they're not. You know, they got Dolphins at 7-9. They got Dolphin not winning the division. They got Dolphin not good enough. They got Dolphin in last place. Great, that's your opinion. I respect it. That's okay. I'm not gonna get mad. I just feel something different about this team this year. Don't know what's gonna happen. Now Wilson. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Quarterback Wilson, Zach Wilson. I'm not too crazy about him. I'm worrying that part, yes, but hey, we have Quinn, the rookie. He's just a rookie. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. What did what's the quarterback from Houston? I was talking about him this morning with one of my friends here. Took his team to the playoffs. So, I mean, you look at all that, man. Anything could happen. So, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Doing the best I can, man. Doing the best I can. All right, let me get here for a second. If you see me pausing, it's because I'm getting updates. Let me see any updates just came out. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Matt Greek. I mean, listen, when I hear that, okay, especially they can't win against good team, they can't win the cold weather, they can't beat the Buffalo. Okay, but when they start the season 7-1, who did they beat? So if they didn't start the season 7-1 a year ago, 2 years ago, does that count or it doesn't count? So does win? It doesn't matter who you beat, don't beat. You got to beat your team in the NFL, regardless what record you are, good, bad, or So that's the part I understand. The fans are so involved about, well, they can't win good teams, they can't win in cold weather. Hey, listen, Teron Armstead said something very interesting, and I said this in the podcast ago. He goes, it's not about being who you beat, good or bad. It's how you execute in the game. If you don't execute in the game, how you expect to win? I don't care you're good or bad. And some plays that Dolphins did not execute. And I do got a feeling that you'll see the Dolphins make a good you're gonna see the Dolphins have a good season. I think their defense is just tremendous. I mean, I think their defense is top five. I mean, they look so good. And I remember when we got Tariq Hill, okay, and this is where I think the fan and my brother is a Dolphin fan. He lives in Florida, and he came to me and he says, "Oh, we got Tariq Hill. We're going to the Super Bowl." And this is what I try to explain to everybody. One player does not determine the Super Bowl. It takes the whole 53-man roster. Where are the fans are looking at? I mean, Tariq Hill, listen, not taking nothing away from Tariq Hill, okay? But we had Waddle, we had Gasicki. We had a good, decent team. We were winning with those players, which Gasicki's now gone. But listen, let's be honest. We continue to do this as fan because there's a fan base that's just that, man, either you're good or you're not. And I disagree with that. This is why you build 53 mans in your roster. I've been saying that all along for years now, since I've been in this podcast. And everybody looked at me like I'm crazy. And this is where I tell everybody you have to keep positive. These are human beings, they're grown men. And we listen, who doesn't take criticism, right? Because that's part of the sports, right? But at the end of the day, they're like me and you. We'll go home to a family, okay? They get paid for what they do. They play on Sunday. But we're so good at criticizing, and I'm not good at that. I don't do that. I mean, I try to stay positive. They're human. They're entitled to make mistakes. But you know where this come from, right? Let's be honest. This come from where? From the what's the word I'm going to use? I used it the other podcast, and people got a little upset with me when I said it, and I didn't try to say it. For people that I won't say bet in sports, that get involved in sports, fantasy football, and all that. Listen, I'm out of that. I don't talk that here. I respect that, but I don't get involved in that. If you want to go into that route, you could go into that route. Hey, what's up, Cap for Life, man? Thank you for joining in, guys. If you missed it, I did my projection for the Dolphins. Actually, projection for the roster, but already a couple of players already cut on my side. But it's okay. I couldn't believe Mike Hilton was gone, but we did pick Douglas today from the Buffalo Bills. Veteran present, good pick. What's going to happen? Who knows? But I'm trying to just tell everybody, stay positive, man, with your team. There's things that every team that's cutting the roster today, every single team in the NFL, they're cutting the roster. Come on, let's give it. Let's be honest, guys. You're going to build a roster as best as you can. Wow, there you go. They waive Grayson Murphy, and I had him on my list. So my question is, what are they building, right? What are they doing? There's something McDaniel and Grill working out. All I know is they got to build that offensive line, that right side. I know Austin Jackson should be ready for against the Colts, but going back to what I was saying earlier, when we pick players like a Tariq Hill, big players, and yet you love them because they're in your team, but suddenly on paper, this is a Super Bowl team. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not that kind of person. One individual is not going to make a difference. It's the whole 53-man roster is going to make a difference. So I'm really concerned about that. And as a believer, as a Dolphin believer, this team has the potential of winning their division this year. And that's how I feel. I feel something good's about to happen to this team. After everything that was done to this team in years past, and people talking about how bad they are, they can't win. Like the Mad Greek just said from FinSpin. If you haven't joined his channel, go ahead and subscribe to his channel. Listen, he said it perfectly when he said, you know, they can't win the cold weather. They can't be good teams. It's just kind of all right. It could be true because that's what the media's going to do, right? But at the end of the day, man, when the Dolphins started 7-1, did anybody say anything? So that's one thing that I try to see. That's a good running back to pick because we're gonna need a running back. I mean, besides the injury we have, but that's not a bad. Damian Martinez. I mean, there's a lot of it's going to be surprised a lot of players being cut today, man. You're going to have veteran players being cut today. But going back to what I was telling you about the rosters and the winning and the Dolphin tradition, what made the Dolphins successful when Don Shula came in from the Colts to Miami? Imagine this no-name defense. No-name defense. You didn't know nobody who was in that defense that had a no-name defense. And that's how they became the no-name defense. They won, 2 out of 3 Super Bowls? They lost to Dallas. They beat Minnesota. They beat Washington. Hey, who knows? This could be one of the teams that says no-name team. And win it all. Who knows? But yeah, I'm concerned of this roster coming up at 4 o'clock for the Dolphins. Like I said, I want to see what they really have and what they're gonna keep, and I see they're going young. They want to keep young players, but also a mixture of veteran players at the same time, so they could compete with other teams. And it's gonna be an interesting year. And I'm like I said, I'm staying positive. But going back to the subject that I was saying earlier about we can win this. Listen, I'm gonna say like I just told the Mad Greek here of FinSpin. Teron Armstead said this in one of the podcasts, and I brought this up a while back. He said, it's not that we couldn't win in the cold weather. It's not that we couldn't beat good teams. It's because we couldn't execute. So where does the execution come from, right? Yeah, you're right, Coach McDaniels. The players. The gameplay. The game plan. Okay, this is where I'm a true believer. Get your 53-man roster in there. And I'm going to say this. Everybody has to be in the same page. Oh, you do? That's awesome. I can't wait to hear that. Yeah, we do need a name for our defense because I tell you something, they are going to be. This is why people say, oh, I'm worried about we don't have cornerbacks and our safety are weak. Listen, the pressure comes up front. Don't be surprised. I said it earlier, and I know I'm ahead of myself, guys. I say Mika will have a better year than Ramsey. I say Mika is going to be a Pro Bowler. I said this too, if you guys didn't heard it. I think the Dolphins will lead the league in sack this year. I think their defensive front seven, stay healthy. They got a rookie. They got Sealer. Their linebackers. Whew, my gosh. I feel bad for Josh Allen. I feel bad for every quarterback in the NFL facing this defense. I believe our secondary will get some relief from that. Our cornerbacks will also get some relief from that. You put pressure up front, throw the ball away, or throw interceptions. That's the way I see it. But this team is about to. Weaver is going to have a heck of a defense this year. The offense. Yes, there's a big question mark, guys. Let's be honest, there is. Okay. Once again, we talked about this before, and you guys heard me. I think Jonah should be playing his right position. Don't change the rookie. So hard to adapt, to adjust when you change position. Why? Because you're in desperate need. You need somebody to block. Tua and help this running team. And listen, I understand that totally, guys. Not taking that away from Greer or McDaniel or the offensive line coach, but that's not what he plays. Okay, and now you're hearing everybody coming up. Hey, look at his hand moves. Look at the way he drops back. Okay, these are genius and experts who knows because they play football before. I play football too. The skills come from the players, guys. They're gifted. They learn them themselves. Okay, they will drop down. They will make themselves be vulnerable and successful at what they do. They'll change their style as the season come along. That's something you got to get used to it. Come on, Jonah's just a rookie, and for me, he's done well so far. Yeah, there's plays that he has given up, but that's okay. That's something that you have to have probably concern about, but at the same time, hey, he's a rookie. Let's be honest. Give him a chance. We got to give these players a chance. And Miami is building something right now that's about to surprise this NFL season, especially fans. Those fans that jump the bandwagon the moment they go 0-2, 0-1, or when they go 3-0, they go 3-0. We're talking Super Bowl. No, guys, it's a 17 game season. Evaluation. We had to evaluate game per game. We are going to find something. Yes. We're going to see something. Yes. We're going to critique. Definitely, we're going to critique. I'm not. I see it more as a learning process. The Miami Dolphins will learn from it. I know the fan base and all of us were tired of losing. Who's not? And you think Miami's the only team in the NFL? Guys, there's 32 teams in the NFL. So let's look at the fan base when it comes to that. I mean, I'm just saying. That's it. I'm just saying that. Like I said, I got my opinion. You got yours, and I respect it. Nothing wrong with that. It's just that why we have to be so negative or why we have to be so downsided for this team. This team is a great team. Okay? We all want McDaniel fired. We all want Greer fired. And we say it every year. And I even said it, and I'm guilty of saying it too. But you got to give these people a chance. Tua, a winning quarterback, 38 wins as a quarterback. You tell me right now who has more wins than Tua besides Hurst? Besides Hurst, who won the Super Bowl last year. Probably has the most win. Love don't have the most win. My God, not even the guy that we debated years ago that Flo wanted. The guy from the Chargers. Come on, man. Let's be honest. All I know is that we're going to have a tremendous year. All right, I'm getting updates here like you are. Give me a sec. I'm just checking something here. As the updates continue to come in, anyhow. Just looking at my the roster here. The guy was talking about Justin Herbert. Tua, Justin Herbert. Which one you want? Listen, I get Tua. Give him a chance, give him an opportunity to play. So now, if you notice, the Dolphins will play a 4-3 defense. Hey, how you doing? Welcome in. So here's the way I got it. If you guys are joining, we're talking earlier. Tua Tagovailoa, Zach Wilson, Quinn Edwards will be the starters. Then you got running back Devontae A-Chain injured, Jalen Wright injured, Ollie Gordon the second, which should probably play against the Colts on Sunday. Wide receiver Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Malik Washington. I like Nick Westbrook, D. Eckridge, Tahi Washington, and one guy that might make it, AJ Henning. Now Theo Weiss Jr. man had a great a great preseason, guys, and he might not make the roster, but he'll be picked up by any team. By the way, tight end we had Darren Waller, Tanner Connor, Julian Hill. The guy hope they get picked, like Matt Greek said. Hayden Rushi, I hope he gets picked, guys. Fullback, of course, going to be Alec Ingle. He'll make it. So that's going to be tough. You're talking about Asante Jr.? That'd be good if they pick Asante Jr., but I don't know if he's going to. Then his dad didn't want him to sign with the Dolphins, and then he changed his mind. Maybe his son don't have a job now. That's why he's probably worried about it. Let me tell you, keeping those two wide receiver. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, I just saw it here. It just came out. Well, that's a good thing then. If I open another roster spot for this team. So here goes my Wi-Fi again, especially on my side. I'm trying to look at the scoreboard here on my thing. It shows updates and it's giving an update on the roster cuts. That's a lot of teams that already lost their players. To be honest with you, a lot of teams that already lost their has been cut actually. No, I mean the Buffalo Bills they cut about 15 players yesterday. I just can't wait for the season to start, guys. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for the season to start. Right, here we go. 2025 NFL roster card tracker player release ahead of 53-man roster. All right, AFC East. Here we go. We're going to start with the Buffalo Bills. Who really cares? But quarterback Mike White, running back Javon Howard, Eli Young, running back Grant Dubasi, wide receiver. He got cut. Caden Prather, LaVisca Jr., Jalen Virgil, wide receiver. God, they really have a lot of players. Now we got Aaron for Dolphins. Aaron Chepklin, that's the guy that I like, the running back guys. Tariq Black, wide receiver Eric Esukama is gone. Linebacker Quentin Bell is gone. It says linebacker Derek McClendon, Grayson Murphy, running back Mike Hilton, Patrick McMorris, safety gone. Ryan Stonehouse is gone. Those are the Dolphins right now. Running back Aaron Chaplin, wide receiver Tariq Black, wide receiver Eric Esukama. I knew that was coming. Linebacker Derek McClendon, Grayson Murphy, Mike Hilton, Patrick McMorris, and Ryan Stackhouse, the punter. That is the Dolphins so far. So they still got a long way to go, guy, for those cuts. So I'm gonna stay here probably to 2 o'clock, and then I'll see this afternoon what is left for the Miami Dolphin roster. See what's gonna actually happen, and then I'll be doing a recap once again for those cuts. And like I said, don't be surprised Miami pick up anybody from the waiver wire tomorrow, especially to help the offensive line. They already pick up one player from the Buffalo Bills, which was cornerback Douglas. Great veteran presence they pick up, so that's just to help the team. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And those that have joined the chat, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. You guys joined the chat too. So, but I'm going to be here probably to 2 o'clock, and then after 2 o'clock, I'll be taking a break, and getting ready for tomorrow work. But then also I'll come back this afternoon, probably with a video or something like that, and see what happens with the Dolphin roster. So. But yeah, I just got a report of the whole AFC East. Actually, each division players cut. Um, every team from from the Jets. You call him. There's a lot of good players out there, guys. That has been cut. A lot of good players that could help a lot of teams, defense and offense, on both ways. So and once again, I hope you guys enjoying your Tuesday. Your Tuesday, back to work tomorrow, Wednesday. Like I said, I got a schedule ahead of me, and like I said, my prediction, my division prediction, will come probably Friday or sometime this weekend. I will predict the teams that I like winning the division. I'm gonna have two kind of things. What happens if, right? So you're gonna have like a record in a division, and if they have injuries, I'm gonna try to move it to the other side and show you guys. Like I said, 12-5, 11-6. Depending, I have to look at the roster. I gotta look at everything, guys. I gotta look at all the actual roster this team has and make a decision how I see it. I mean, I could be wrong, but I have to see what they really have. Their 53-man roster. There's going to be some tough cuts. I said that already. It's going to be some interesting cuts today from each individual teams. And I've seen some from the Dolphins already with Mike Hilton. But then I also understand they pick up a veteran corner for $3 million from the Buffalo Bill Douglas. So and don't forget to hit the like button. Once you also, I forgot to tell you, hit the like button. That's very important, guys. Very important. Hopefully, the next 20 minutes we get some good news here from these cuts. But they're coming in. So if you are Dolphins, these are the only cuts so far. I'm gonna say it again so you guys could. Running back Aaron Chaplin, Tariq Black, Eric Esukama, Quentin Bell, linebacker Derek McClendon, which is not highlighted yet, but they said he got cut. Linebacker Grayson Murphy, which that was a shocker to me too. Cornerback Mike Hilton, that's another shocker to me. Safety Patrick McMorris, and then punter Ryan Stonehouse. Now, somebody said that Boone was also, the running back was also cut. I don't see him in this list. I wonder if they signed him back. That is a question. Did they sign Boone back? Because Boone was cut, according to what they were saying. But I don't see him on this list. So maybe he's back with the team. So who knows? Right. Let's see if anything else helping, guys. But anyhow, now this is all to my sports fans out there. Do you guys have any prediction? Thank you. You stay blessed too. Thank you so much. What are your predictions for your team or your Miami Dolphins? If you have Dolphin fans in here still on the chat, what are you looking at this team? What is your record? What do you believe is going to happen? Are you positive? If you're still in the chat, if you're not, it's okay. You can leave it in the comment section. Right. Let me go in here and. This is a live tracker when it comes to the cut. So everything is going up right now. It's actually live. So Yeah, that I just saw that. That is yeah. I mean, that's I don't know. I mean, they're seeing something that's we as fans we're not seeing. I mean, I was shocked with Murphy. I mean, and McClendon. I was really. I mean, I know their depth in linebacker is pretty solid, but I don't know, man. I'm seeing the cuts now. I'm just shocked right now. And when I mean shock, it's no surprises. I mean, what they're seeing, what they're gonna do. Like I said, don't be surprised. Greer will pull a rabbit out of the hat and surprise us, and that's what he did a couple years ago. Remember with Tyreek Hill and stuff like that. That he pulled out the actual signing of Tyreek Hill and players. I mean, who knows? That's something that remains to be seen. But the way I see it right now, I'm just shocked what I'm seeing, especially these 53-man roster. And I'm going through each one. I got the AFC East, the AFC North, the AFC South, and I'm looking at the East right now. And the Dolphins list is like, wow. Derek McClendon, linebacker, and Quentin Bell. These are the tough decisions you got to make, I think, during the year. I mean, they expect what they got. I'm going to go back to my list for a second because so that's my receiver. So I'm looking for my linebackers. And listen, I had Derek McClendon in there and Grayson Murphy. I had them on my list, and I guess they're gone too. That's crazy. I guess my thing is they doing this to build the offensive line. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I could be wrong. They're trying to build something with this team in the offensive side to help Tua and the running game. I mean, I'm not worried about the left side. I'm worried about the right side. But remember, they could pick after the waiver wire. They could pick any player they want. And more to probably fulfill to fill that hole up. So hopefully, they could do it. Maybe they're cleaning house. Maybe they're finding a way of saying, "Hey, man, we're gonna go youth this year. We're gonna go young. We want hungry players." Who knows? But it's gonna be very interesting. I mean, I was looking at the Buffalo Bills. Also cuts. They cut some good players too. Oh, every team was doing it. New England's cut the good players too, and the Jets. I'm not gonna name all of them. The Ravens only cut three so far. Uh, Bengals cut Desmond Ryder and Peyton Thorne. Quarterback. Well, Tyler Huntley got cut by the Browns. Former Dolphin and Raven. Another wide receiver that got cut too, Deontay Johnson from Cleveland. So they're releasing good players. Pittsburgh will release Robert Wood, the wide receiver. So these are names that actually draft picks that were good. Running back J.J. Taylor from Houston is gone. Xavier Johnson, wide receiver, is gone. The Colts only released one player so far. So, wide receiver T.J. Sheffield was released also by the Tennessee Titans. It's going to be a big list this afternoon at 4 o'clock, guys. Wow, that's a big, that's a great breaking news. Aquavale just said that Travis Kelce and Taylor got engaged. That means you're going to win the Super Bowl? Here comes a great distraction now. They got engaged. That's the biggest breaking news this afternoon for the NFL. I'm surprised they didn't show on the NFL Network. Breaking news, Kelce engaged with Taylor Swift. Hey, who knows? Now they win only 7 games this year, lose 9. Who knows? Just joking, Chiefs fans. Yeah, you ain't lying. Probably, you know what will be funny? And I'm saying this joking around, guys. It'll be funny. They come and say, Kelsey cut because of Taylor Swift. Did not make the 90-man roster. I mean, the 53-man roster. Or either they say, Kelsey cut Taylor Swift. Especially today's cut day. I don't know. That's drama to me, man. Too much drama there. Focus on football, man, and the rest will come. Just focus on football. Too much drama on when Taylor Swift and Taylor Swift and Kelsey, man. I wish them the best. They do make a nice couple, right? But nothing personal with that. But I think football is football. It's a business thing. Well, I can tell you something. If you were here earlier, Dolphins are cutting good players, man. And I'll give you the rundown real quick. Aaron Chaplin, running back. Wide receiver Tariq Black. Wide receiver Eric Esukama is gone. Linebacker Quentin Bell is gone. Linebacker Darren McClendon, which I had, he's gone. Linebacker Grayson Murphy, which I had on my list, he's gone. Mike Hilton, which I had on my list, he's gone. Safety Patrick McMorris and punter Ryan Stonehouse. So far, those are the Dolphins cut. Those are the updates I got for the Miami Dolphins so far. And normally I will update every minute or every second, whatever happens. Just shocking news, man. Just shocked. I'm just shocked with this news. But I guess Miami's going young, like I told Yeah, Esakama. I know Eric was going to be gone. Esakama, because I think the two Washington brothers did a heck of a job in preseason. That's why I think. That's why I think he's gone. To be honest with you, I don't think he had a good preseason anyhow. So I don't think they were counting on him anyhow. The one I would like to see to stay is the guy I told you, Theo Weiss Jr. Man, I love that kid. But the moment he's cut and he goes to the waiver wire, watch somebody pick him up real fast. That's how good he is. But yeah, I was looking at my list here, man. On my, golly, man. Almost everybody's gone on my side. Quentin Bell is gone. I picked him. Grayson Murphy's gone. I picked him. And that could be due because we signed that Matthew Jordan guy from Atlanta. But yeah, I'm just like shocked. I say, wow. Now, I hope they don't cut Ethan, because man, if Ken Smith makes it, man, I'm gonna be upset, man. And I understand, but golly, see, Kendall Sheffield might make it. They might cut Ken Smith, either one. So, but yeah. Oh, and safety that had also Patrick McMorris. He's gone. So it's getting interesting, guys. Very interesting now. As we're getting closer to 4 o'clock. It's gonna be 2 o'clock, and we should know all the roster should be in by that time. All the cuts. And so far, Miami has cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of the 90. Wow. Only 9 players has been cut. But anyhow, I will be leaving you guys. Thank you so much, those that have joined the chat. I said I'm going to be at 2 o'clock, but it's only 1:55, so I'm going to take time to get ready for part of this afternoon when the final cuts come through and give you my opinion of this roster and then work on the actual prediction for the season. Thank you so much for Finn Spin, Aquavale, all my guests that came in. Also, Cap for Life, who gave me out the information on running back Damian Martinez being cut from the Seahawks. Grace Travel, all you guys that came in. Trust also came in on my chat. Listen, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Listen, now that you're all here, subscribe to each other, support one another, and thank you once again. And listen, fins up, and don't forget, I see you guys probably after the cut. Oh, you're welcome, buddy. See you guys soon. Take care now.